Travis Kelce stands at the crossroads of his career, with the Kansas City Chiefs tight end preparing for what many believe could be his final season in the NFL. And the implications for his relationship with Taylor Swift are becoming increasingly clear at 35 years old. Kelce has reached an age where most NFL players begin contemplating their retirement, and the whispers around the league suggest that his decision about when to hang up his cleats could dramatically reshape his future. With the pop superstar, the couple has been together for 2 years now, weathering the intense media scrutiny that comes with being one of the most high-profile relationships in sports and entertainment. And sources close to the situation indicate that wedding bells are definitely in their future, though the timing remains closely tied to Kelce's football career. Many fans expected Travis to propose after Taylor made her dramatic flight from Japan to watch him and the Chiefs capture Super Bowl 58 in 2024, creating one of the most romantic storylines in recent sports history. But the moment never materialized despite the perfect fairy tale setup. The following year brought another opportunity when the Chiefs fell short in their quest for a three-peat. And while Kelce could have walked away with a different kind of ring and still claimed victory, he chose to continue his football journey. Instead of taking that next step with Swift, according to sources speaking to the Daily Mail, Kelce is likely going to pop the question. But the proposal timeline is directly connected to his football retirement, with the insider revealing that he wants to propose when he's not getting ready for a big NFL season. This revelation dashes any hopes fans might have had for a mid-summer proposal, as Kelce apparently wants to focus entirely on his relationship milestone without the distractions and pressures that come with preparing for another grueling NFL campaign. The source emphasized that while an engagement is definitely coming, it will happen after the 2025 NFL season concludes, meaning Taylor will have to wait at least another year before receiving her ring. The timing actually makes perfect sense. When you consider the demanding nature of NFL seasons and the level of commitment required to compete at the highest level, especially for a player who has maintained elite performance well into his 30s, if you're as invested in this love story as millions of other fans, hit subscribe for all the latest updates on Travis and Taylor. Kelce is gearing up for his 13th year in the NFL, and the significance of that number isn't lost on anyone. Who knows Taylor's well-documented obsession with the number 13? Creating yet another layer of cosmic connection between the couple that fans have eagerly pointed out across social media platforms. The coincidence of his 13th season potentially being his last adds a poetic element to their relationship timeline that seems almost too perfect to be accidental. At 36 years old come October, Kelce is already pushing the boundaries of what's considered a typical NFL career lifespan. And while Tom Brady famously played well into his 40s, the physical demands of playing tight end with the constant hits from linebackers and safeties take a tremendous toll on even the most conditioned athletes. And Kelce has been absorbing punishment for over a decade in the league. Time remains the one opponent that no athlete has ever truly defeated. And even someone as gifted and determined as Kelce must eventually acknowledge the biological realities of professional football. The question of when exactly Kelce will retire has become increasingly relevant as he approaches the 2026 offseason, when he'll become an unrestricted free agent following his current 2-year, $34.5 million extension with the Chiefs. While there's always a possibility he could sign another short-term deal with Kansas City or explore opportunities with other teams, the reality is that bigger and better opportunities await him beyond the football field. His successful podcast with recently retired brother Jason Kelce has already proven that he can thrive in media ventures, and his foray into acting with roles in Grotesque and the upcoming Happy Gilmore 2 demonstrates his versatility and marketability in entertainment. The entertainment industry offers Kelce opportunities that could be far more lucrative and less physically demanding than continuing to play football, especially with Taylor Swift's connections and influence potentially opening doors that might otherwise remain closed. Despite all the speculation about retirement, Kelce has been clear about his continued passion for the game and his desire to add more championships to his legacy. During a June interview with reporters, he expressed his love for football and his appreciation for the daily routine of working with his teammates and coaches, emphasizing that he genuinely enjoys coming to work every single day. The Chiefs' devastating loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 54 left a particularly bitter taste in his mouth, and he didn't want his career to end on such a disappointing note, especially losing to his brother's former team in such a high-stakes game. Kelce admitted that he really didn't feel like that loss was his last game, explaining that he still had a lot more to prove in the NFL, and that the decision to continue playing wasn't particularly difficult for him. The fire in his chest to keep building, improving, and chasing another Super Bowl remained as strong as ever, demonstrating the competitive drive that has fueled his entire professional career. His determination to prove himself and add to his championship collection shows why he's been able to maintain such a high level of performance, even as he approaches what many consider the twilight of his career. The immediate future looks bright for the couple, with Taylor no longer constrained by the demanding schedule of the Eras Tours and reportedly genuinely excited about having an open calendar that will allow her to attend as many of Travis's games as possible during the upcoming season. This development represents a significant shift in their relationship dynamic, as Taylor will now be able to provide more consistent support and presence during the most crucial phase of Travis's career. Her increased availability could also influence his decision-making process regarding retirement, as having his girlfriend more present and involved in his daily life might make the transition away from football feel less daunting. The prospect of Taylor being a regular presence at Chiefs games throughout the season has already generated enormous excitement among fans, who have embraced her as an honorary member of the Chiefs Kingdom. Her appearances at games have become cultural events in themselves, with her reactions and celebrations often becoming as talked about as the games themselves. For more exclusive coverage of Travis and Taylor's relationship journey, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Stadium attendance has noticeably increased during games where Taylor is present, and her influence on the NFL's popularity, particularly among younger demographics, has been undeniable and transformative for the league. The economic impact of her presence extends beyond just ticket sales, as merchandise, television ratings, and general media attention all receive significant boosts whenever she's in attendance. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, the combination of Travis potentially playing his final year and Taylor being more available to support him creates a narrative that feels almost scripted for maximum drama and emotional investment. The season will likely be filled with speculation about every game potentially being Travis's last, while simultaneously building anticipation for the engagement that sources suggest is inevitable once he steps away from football. The convergence of these major life events, his retirement and their engagement, will create a media frenzy unlike anything either of them has experienced before. Their relationship has already redefined what it means to be a power couple in the modern era, bridging the gap between sports and entertainment in ways that previous celebrity relationships never quite achieved. The authenticity of their connection, combined with their individual successes and massive fan bases, has created a cultural phenomenon that transcends typical celebrity gossip and enters the realm of genuine cultural impact.